Hello, everybody, and welcome. We have no audio. Apologize for that. Great start already, right? Welcome, everybody, to Week 4 of the CTC 712Breaks Gen 4 Series. Tonight, we are at Mount Panorama Circuit, aka Bathurst. Race details bottom right here in Bathurst, Australia. 19 cars here tonight. Qualifying underway right now. As on your screen, Casey Graves trying to put down a good lap. This is a tricky circuit. You can see the track map on the right side. And this mountain section is the toughest. And now heading into Skyline, into the S's. This is probably the trickiest part. This is what I always have trouble with, finding a braking point, just where to turn in. But Casey seems to have a handle on it here on his first lap. Take a look at some other drivers out here. Trenton Sneed. We have a Trenton Sneed fan in chat. Trenton just started his first lap. Guys have 10 minutes to finish 2 laps of qualifying here. That hill right there is really tricky to get over. It's a straightaway, so you'd think it would be easy, but you actually have to lift going over the hill, otherwise the rear tires break traction. All 700 horsepower in these Gen 4 cars. And no downforce. Makes it a tricky car to handle, and Garrett Wolfenbarger and Casey Graves get the first lap times in. Now Hayden Lowell up to the top of the board, but before I can even get all the lap times out of my mouth, 2:07.8. That's a very fast lap time there for the 56. And he will go to the top of the board for now. Cole Owen just behind him, 2:08.0. Casey Graves, 2:08.1. So it's a tight battle for the pole position right now. We'll see if these guys can improve on lap 2. Looking on some other drivers, Quinn Newton, sponsor of the series here, and absolute enthusiast of Mount Panorama Circuit, so he is very excited about tonight and about to finish up his first lap, see what kind of lap time he puts in. When Newton across the line, 2:14.7, that'll put him up to 8th right now, except it's not going to count. I think he might have gone off track. I thought that lap time was a little slow for his pace, so he's going to try again on lap 2 here. He's got to make sure he doesn't go off track, otherwise it'll invalidate the lap. Wolfenbarger up to 4th right now. I think he might have had an issue there on lap 2, so that lap's going to count for him that he put in. Andrew Beach just got his first lap time in, 24.6. He took it extra easy. I think he might just be starting in the back tonight. Cliff Mullins. You see Cliff here. His first lap also didn't count, so some of these guys might have got a few off tracks. Didn't look like he wrecked or anything because his lap time was still okay, so see if he can get back around and complete lap 2. Hayden Lowell still on top of the board as he comes through final few corners here. Heading down into Murray's corner. And he's going to take it to the pits, so second lap not going to count for the 56, but lap 1 was good enough that he won't need it. John Neckrich, he's got some damage on the right front of that 6 car. Tyler Aspinall goes up to 8th. Saw him contending for the lead last week at Michigan. Patrick O'Keefe sponsored tonight's race. Thank you to Aero Racing Design and Triple J, especially Patrick, for sponsoring 124 kilometers here. Winner of last night's race in the Next Gen Series, Cup Series, that 92 car, it's 71 in Cup, but Patrick O'Keefe took home the trophy at Atlanta last night. And he's looking to sweep the week here in CTC. Looking like he's got decent pace right now. Looking on Trenton Sneed. He's going to finish up lap 2. Cross the line. 2:09.6. That'll put him up to 5th. Good lap time there for the 81. O'Keefe through the chase. Now down into Murray's corner. Ooh, runs a little wide there. Had to wait on the throttle. And it is going to be... Oh, it's not going to count. O'Keefe going to be starting from the rear. No! I take it back! He's up to 5th. Top 5 qualifying effort. My thing bugged out there. My timing and scoring bugged out. So, sorry about that. Actually, a really good qualifying effort there for the 92. He had me. He had me for a second, but he got it. All right. Like Trenton's still doing some laps, so we'll take a look at him as qualifying wraps up here. All drivers have put in a lap time. Also, I'm going to post it in chat. We're going to have our live timing up once again this week. So you click on that, keep up with the race from your browser. Alright, qualifying wrapped up. I don't think anybody's getting an EOL this week for any at faults, so good to go green here. Gonna be a long parade lap. No, it's not. They're gonna start us a little closer. Awesome. Don't have to do a full pace lap around this place. That would have taken forever. So let's go through our grid really quick before we get this thing going. Hayden Lowell going to start on the pole for tonight's race. Toll Owen going to be on his outside. Casey Graves starting in 3rd. Garrett Wolfberger starting 4th. Patrick O'Keefe starting 5th. Trenton Sneed 6th. Cody Cleaver in 7th. Garrett Warren in 8th. Tyler Aspinall in 9th. Quinn Newton in 10th. Davis Greenwell in 11th. Dakota Lee in 12th. Todd Taylor in 13th. Cliff Mullins in 14th. Andrew Beach in 15th. John Neckrich in 16th. Daniel Llewellyn in 17th, Matthew Blackley in 18th, and Matt Banky running out our final car in 19th. A lot of Trenton fans in chat. Let me tell you, that is he's a very good road course racer. I know he doesn't like to admit it because he's even better at super speedways, and that's definitely an awesome one to be good at. But he's awesome on these road courses, and I think if he can keep that car clean tonight, he's got plenty of pace to be able to win this thing. If the guys in front of him have issues, he's starting a little bit farther back than them, but I don't think that's going to matter. You got to make it through this race clean. That's always the battle here at Bathurst, no matter what car you're in. You have to make it through the race without incident, and it's so much harder than it looks to be able to do that. Everybody in real life struggles with it. The Bathurst 1000, the 12 hours of Bathurst, it doesn't matter. Those guys, number one goal, do not have an accident, especially in the mountain section, because that is where you can really get into trouble. But here we go. Pace car is rolling. I guess since we're in Australia, we'll call it a safety car. We do have a chance of a yellow tonight. And as usual, caution may be thrown if we have a lot of cars crashing or blocking the racetrack. Which I hope we do not have, because that could take out a lot of cars. There's nowhere to go if there's a track blocking incident. Hayden Lowell going to take us to the green here through Murray's Corner and onto the pit straightaway. Going to be on the green flag, and green flag is waving. We're racing at Mount Panorama. Hayden with a good Hell's Corner, and he's going to be off into the lead through turn 1. Cole Owen able to get up into second and hold on to it. Garrett Wolfenbarger clears Casey Graves for third. Casey and Patrick O'Keefe running out your top 5. Clean so far, it looks like. Only recorded one off track for 23, so everybody clean so far through this. O'Keefe all over the back bumper of that 09 of Cole Owen. They head down into the S's. This is where it can really get tricky in these cars. Like everybody's going to be clean through here. Matthew Blackley, fan of chat, he's sitting 18th right now. He might have had an issue. He's a little bit farther back, or he started from the pits. Yeah, I think that's the more likely option. Looks like Andrew Beach might have had a problem. Oh yeah, he's got a ton of damage in that 8. Alright, we'll take a look at that in a second. We got a few battles going on here into the chase. Oh, Patrick O'Keefe sideways! Heading into the chase. Looks like he's going to save it. No damage to that 92, but he's going to lose a lot of time. And lap 1 complete. Green flag. And, oh no, Garrett Warren around off the final corner. Oh no, we have contact. Terrible camera angle here. The 92 might have been the one to get into him. Alright. Back it up. Take a look at some of these incidents we had here. So, Andrew Beach here in the S's. Car gets away from him and just hard contact with the wall on the left side there. There's going to be some damage for him. John Neckrich down into... Where my track map here? What corner is this? Forrest Elbow gets into the Falcon tire wall. We had Garrett Warren go around here in the final corner. And O'Keefe looks like wasn't aware of it, and he just barely makes contact with him. That's enough to crunch his front end in. So, bad start to the race, goes to worse for the 92, but he's still rolling. You know, all 4 wheels are straight, so could be a lot worse up to this point. Picking in our leaders, Wolfenbarger and Lowell, second and first, effectively 1.1 seconds apart. 4 seconds back, you got Casey Graves. He's got some right front damage, so Casey might have had an issue. And he's being chased down by Toll Owen and Trenton Sneed. A little bit farther back, Quinn Newton holding onto the 6th spot with Tyler Aspinall in tow. Looks like we do have 2 cars on pit road now, Andrew Beach and John Neckrich. Right on board with Tyler Aspinall here as he tries to get around Quinn Newton for the 6th spot. He's going to make a move here to Hell's Corner. Oh, he gets loose down the front straightaway. And Quinn's going to back off and let him go. I think the 29 picked up a little bit of damage from that. No, the car looks clean, so he's going to get away from that. Luckily, with a clean car. Might be a little left front damage, but nothing terrible. Looks like Neckrich going to roll back out onto the racetrack. Andrew said he was probably going to start in park, so I think that's where the 8 car of Andrew Beach went. This track is very tough, and it's very tiring. It's tough if you're not prepared for it. It's a lot to ask from somebody on a Thursday night. That's why it's only 20 laps, so hopefully most of the people in here can make it through this. Right now we're looking good. Only had 1 DNF. Looks like Cody Cleaver, he's on pit road. See if he had an issue. And, oh, he's got significant rear end damage, probably causing him to lose rear grip. So let's see if we can back it up, see how he got the rear damage. Oh, here it is. Gonna back it into the tire barrier there. Probably bent a little bit of suspension. And he had to come down and take the fast repair. That Banky, he's down on pit road. He's got a black flag. And he's got a destroyed race car. So let's back it up and see how that happened. Even farther. Here it is. Down into Griffin's Bend and just hard into the Pedigree tire barrier. Wolfenbarger starting to reel in the 56 of Hayden Lowell for the lead. This battle is going to heat up here. That 32 car's got a lot of speed. For the lap times, 32 was only about a tenth or a little over 2/10 faster the last time, so definitely gaining ground, and he's got a lot of time to do it. 17 laps left in this race. Two both sliding that car out into the S's. Quinn Newton holding on to 8th spot right now. He did lose another spot to Dakota Lee in the 3, and now he's under fire from the 20 Davis Greenwell. We have a chance of a random yellow at some point, and if there's enough incident points, we'll also have a yellow for that. Tyler Aspinall has a meatball, and the left front is missing on the 29. Look back, see how this happens. Heading down into... I can't even see what's happening. The car's blinking so much. He must have made contact with the wall there, but they're not going to be able to see it. Take a look as well. Patrick O'Keefe having an issue going down the front straightaway. Car steps out, going over the hill, and oh, hard contact with that left side barrier. And he's probably going to have to come down and take the fast repair. Hopefully he's going to be inside. I think he's going to be inside the fuel window here to come down, so he can make this a scheduled stop, and he will. Wolfenbarger still trying to chase down Casey Graves. He came down pit road. I think he's going to fix that car and Try to pit before we get a yellow. Battle for the lead. Wolfenbarger. Oh, it looks like they were getting around the lap car of Llewellyn. That might have caused an issue there, but still about a half-second apart for the 56 and 32. Matthew Blackley almost inside the top 10 here. Unfortunately, to get inside the top 10, he's got to make up another 19 seconds on the 14 of Garrett Warren. However, anybody could have an issue in front of him, and he'll get another spot. So, right now, he's just got to hang on here. We just had a car blink, I think, and now he's showing inside the top 10. So there you go, as I'm talking about it. Dakota Lee trying to hold on to this spot in front of Quinn Newton. This is for a top 5. So we had a few cars come down to pit. Todd Taylor, huge problem on the front of the second straightaway, called Mountain Straight, and he's going to have to tow that car. Back it up, see what happened. Oh, it just went over the hill. Too much. Oh, that is a hard impact for the 06. Back it up one more time. We'll ride on board with him, see how this car steps out. Oh, man. No recovering from that one. That car's not going to roll. He is on pit road after towing the car. 56-32 still going at it for the lead. Davis Greenwell still on pit road. I wonder what happened to him. Back it up. Oh, he goes around here. And is he just going to tow it? He does. So he had a clean car, but he decides to come down pit, or tow it to pit road. It's going to be his race, it looks like. 15 laps to go still. And these two leaders already have 10 seconds on third place. Third place being the 09 of Toll Owen. Was another 3.5 seconds over Trent Sneed in fourth. And another 15 seconds back to Dakota Lee in the fifth spot, who is trying to defend still in front of the 88 of Quinn Newton. Oh, the 88 goes off track! Luckily, the sand trap saves him. He's going to lose some time and dump a bunch of debris everywhere, but the car looks to be just fine. Got a little too hot there into Skyline. Mullins trying to defend 7th in front of Casey Graves. Casey looking to the inside or the right side, heading into the chase. The leaders coming up on some lap traffic again. The 20 of Greenwell going to let them go. $14 laps to go. Todd Taylor looks like his toe is done, and he's going to come back out on the racetrack with a fast repair taken. Squeaky clean 06 car, and he's going to try to hold on to some positions. With how long these lap times are here, they're about 2 minutes and 8 seconds for the fastest guys. He only lost 1 lap, it looks like, with the toe, so he'll be back out there. Like Hayden's starting to pull away a little bit over the 32. Oh, he got loose there in the straightaway. That car is wiggling. Matt Banky. Destroyed race car. Heading down the mountain straight. Let's back it up to see what happened. I think we're going to go over this hill again full throttle. Yep, it's almost the same exact wreck as the 06. Guys just getting a little too throttle happy going over that hill. These cars don't have enough grip. He's going to try to limp it to pit road, but that's going to be a tall task. He's got to go another probably 3¼ miles. But Newton's still up in front of Casey Graves here. When Newton going to lose 6th spot to Casey as he goes around to take lap 8. Casey up into 6th now. Quinn looks like to be trying to battle back here. Got to be careful over this hill. He is. .32, Wolfbarger still trying to chase down the 56. See if these guys decide to split this in half. They can't make it on fuel to the end. I'm hearing they're going to be about 2 laps short to make it to the end on gas, so we'll see when they decide to come down. Do you take the splash or do you take some tires? That's the question. He'll definitely gain a lot of time short run, taking fuel only. But is the fall off enough for the tires to make a difference and for you to catch back up with the tires? And the second question, if we get a yellow, your tires are going to be very old. Is it worth that? And here comes the 32 down pit road and the 56. These two both going to make their pit stop now. That is a tough pit entry right there. Looks like the 88 might have had an issue here. Oh, the 14 got into him. Like that was heading through Corey Corner. As that allows the 09 to toll Owen to retake the lead, or take over the lead. Here's pit cycles continue. Wolfenbarger, they drop back to 3rd and 4th. Wolfenbarger, black flag on pit road. I think it's going to be speeding. He also took 4 tires. So he came out about 10 seconds behind Hayden, but he's going to have to come down to serve his penalty. Meanwhile, Hayden took fuel only. So if we get a caution, he's going to be in some trouble. But for now, as we go green, the 56 in a good spot. Like most drivers who have pit right now have taken fuel only. The 32 looks like tried to take the tires and, well, ended up speeding, unfortunately. So he's going to be hoping for a yellow. He's definitely going to be able to stay on the lead lap. Casey around up here in Corey Corner. See what happened to Casey. Just got loose. And luckily he called it out and Dakota Lee was able to avoid him. Dakota a little bit after this. Oh no, there's contact right here. So that's where that contact happens. We'll go back to live here. Owen going to stay out this lap and be able to lead this lap. Davis Greenwell in the lucky dog position for the moment. Alright, so Wolfenbarger going to come down. Looks like do a 40-second hold. Yeah, it's going to be a hold there for the 32. Trent Sneed, it's going to move him up to third for the moment. He still does have to come down pit road. Same with the 09, the 3, the 82, 14, and the 88 have not come down pit road yet this race. Everybody else has come down at some point, which I think means everybody else is good on fuel to the end. Alright. Let's take a lap with somebody around here. See who's coming up to the start-finish line right now. Cole Owen going to come down pit road. So let's ride on board with Hayden Lowell for a lap around Bathurst in the Gen 4 stock car. Davis Greenwald goes around in front of the leader. Take a quick peek at that. He just, once again, same deal we've seen so far. Car just gets out from underneath him. Heading over the hill there. Too much gas. Alright, let's get back on board with 56. Abe looking for his first win here in the Gen 4 Series. He's got a 5-second lead over Trent Sneed, who still has to pit, and a 24-second lead over Cole Owen, who is the next competitor on this pit cycle. There's a lap around Bathurst. We kind of missed the mountain section, but Matthew Blackley lets the leader go right there. He is in 11th right now. Newton hanging on to the top 10 right here. Trent Sneed still has yet to pit. Going on 13 laps here. I guess including the parade lap. It'd actually be 12 green flag laps. Quinn Newton actually running down the 82 with Cliff Mullins. This is for 9th. Cliff Mullins, Quinn Newton battle for 9th here. It's getting real close. Right on board with Quinn as he tries to get around that 82. Quinn gonna go to the left side, and looks like he's gonna be clear up into 9th. Nice pass there. Down the Conrad straight. Trent Sneed, our only remaining car that has not pit yet. Almost makes me wonder if he's going to try to make it on fuel. He's running somewhat off of his normal pace. I wouldn't say it's super far off. Doesn't sound like any saving here for the 81, so I think he's just going to stay out for a while, see what ends up happening. He's got nice clean air right now. I think that's the big thing for him. But every lap he stays out, those newer tires are going to get him. And it's the 09, it's Hole Owen. He did take 4 tires on his pit stop. Leader of Hayden Lowell did not take tires, and he is only running about 4/10 off of his fastest lap. So the tires not seeming to matter too much, even 14 laps into this race. But Mullins hasn't gone away. He's still right behind Quinn Newton. Okay, 2 people. Well, there you go. Bunch of drivers who are a little farther back are asking for a yellow right now, and everybody up front running well right now says no, please no yellow. Aaron Wolfenbarger, he's actually managed to get inside top 5. So even after the 40-second hold, it looks like it was actually only about 15 seconds, so not as bad as a 40-second hold, but he ends up losing about 46 seconds in total from the 56. But he's still up there in 5th, and he's only 4 seconds back from the 01 of Casey Graves, so running about 2 seconds a lap faster than that 01 right now. He has time to catch him for 4th. Alright, 6 laps to go. Hayden Lowell still in the lead. I'm going to check our stats here, but I think he's led every lap so far. No, he is not. I forgot. Toll Owen stayed out for a couple of laps. So Toll was able to lead 2 laps, take away 2 from Hayden. Was able to extend his lead over the 82 for that 9th spot as he gets loose down the front straightaway, and he's hard into the inside wall. He's already used his fast repair, so that might be all she wrote for the 88. We'll see if he gets a meatball. It looks like he's not going to have a meatball flag, so he's going to be able to finish the race, but that car is destroyed. Driving a modified now. And as long as he can hold on to 10th, he'll get that top 10 because, obviously, what I meant to say was, as long as he can keep a 51-second gap on the 41, he can hold on to this top 10. Because it is a long way back from this head spot, so... For the lead, Trent Snead's still about 20 seconds, but well, he's actually falling back about 20 seconds. Not sure if he's saving fuel. Again, he still has to pit, so we'll see when he ends up doing that. Cole Owen, about 30 seconds back from our leader. About 12 seconds back from Trenton. Casey Graves, sitting in 4th right now. He's about 11 seconds back from Toll, so everybody is very spread out at the moment, not too much going on. Looks like Davis Greenwell had an issue. Let's see if we can back it up to this. Oh man, Davis, hard impact in Skyline and the S's. And that's going to be his night, it looks like. Going to be coming to 4 laps to go here. Patrick O'Keefe, he's got heavy front end damage on that thing, but just want to say thanks to him and the team again. Sponsoring tonight's race, the Aero Racing Design 124, presented by Triple J. Not quite the night I'm sure he wanted for this 92 team, but still, he's in 6th right now. He can come away with a good points night. I don't think he's running full time, but to say you finished Bathurst in a Gen 4 car is still an achievement. So you just got to make it 4 more laps, and you can say that. Brenton, if he can save enough fuel, I really don't think he's saving gas, but if he can somehow save an extra 2 laps, he can hold on to the 2nd spot. If he does end up having to come down pit road, he will likely fall back to the 4th or 5th spot. Looking more like the 5th spot. Picking up Matthew Blackley, sitting in 11th right now. He's still about 50 seconds back from Quinn Newton. So Quinn has actually held on decently well with this front end damage he has. That car looks like it's handling like garbage, as he actually just got lapped. Started with 19 cars. Currently, we only have 12 on the racetrack. Typical Bathurst race. I'm not sure if I've ever finished a Bathurst 12-hour, but I've sure attempted quite a few. And I don't think our team ever made it to the checkered flag. Maybe once if we did. This track is one tough track. It's not really anything else like it. Trent Sneed says he's coming to pit road this time, so he's unable to make it all the way to the end. But still made pretty good fuel mileage. He's going to make it to 2 to go. And by my calculations with the splash and go, he's probably going to fall back to 5th. '81 down pit road. We'll see how far he falls back. Here comes Toll Owen to pass him for the 2nd spot. Casey Graves coming down the front straightaway. He's going to take over third. Here you see Wolfenbarger. I think Trenton's going to beat Wolfenbarger off pit road. Got to come off quick. He's going to come out right next to the 32. So we're going to have a battle here for the 4th spot. Awesome. Something to look at. Here's 2 to go on the racetrack. Trenton going to see if he can fight here. Wolfenbarger does have newer tires. He took them when he came down pit road. So it's going to be tough for Trenton to be able to fight with him. But he's got a chance here to get back into 4th. Sitting in pit road for a little bit there. It's going to cool the tires down and give him a slight advantage, but it's not going to last for very long. I think the newer tires on the 32 are making a heck of a difference. And he pulls right away from the 51, or the 81. So 32 up into the 4th. Cole Owen up to 2nd. Casey Graves up to 3rd. Hayden Lowell coming through the chase. And he's going to go through these last few corners and take the white flag. Yeah, I'd love to throw the caution, but it wouldn't matter anyway because there's no overtimes in this series. So, white flag in the air. 1 lap to go here for Hayden Lowell. 1 more time around Mount Panorama Circuit. Down into Skyline and the S's for the final time. Through the dipper. Hayden taking it easy. I don't think he's going to push it, trying to pass this lat car, the 82. But he's going to get a lot of draft here on Conrad Straight. Looks like he's going to go around the 82, put him 1 lap down. They come into the chase for the final time tonight. Really clean night for this 56 car. Only 4 incidents total, 4 incident points. I want to point out the 81 of Trent Sneed, the only car on the racetrack with 0 incident points. I don't want to jinx it, and he gets 1 at the end. But here we go. Hayden Lowell across the line, and he's going to win here at Bathurst. Cole Owen coming through the final few corners. He's 30 seconds back. SVG levels of lead lap gap. Now Toll into Murray's corner and down the pit straight. And he's going to come across 2nd. Casey Graves 10 seconds behind Toll. He's going to come home with our final podium spot. There he goes across the line. Aero Wolfenbarger shortly behind Casey. He's going to go off track a little bit. He's swinging that thing all over the place. 4th place for Garrett. 5th place for Trent Sneed. Patrick O'Keefe, come through these final few corners. He's going to take home 6th. And a round of applause in chat for everybody who finished tonight. This is a tough, tough racetrack. And to make it around in these cars with absolutely 0 grip for 20 laps is a feat. 92 across the line. He's going to finish all 20 laps. Garrett Warren, he's got a clean car. he did take the fast repair early on after that spin, but he's going to come home. Looks like with a 7th spot, assuming he makes it through the final corner. And he will. 7th place for the 14 of Garrett Warren. Dakota Lee going to be our final car on the lead lap. Dakota Lee going to come across slowly for 8th. There it is. Now I think everybody has crossed the line, so there you go. Hayden Lowell going to take home the win here tonight at Bathurst. Let's see if we can get a word with him. Hey, Hayden, it's Lucas. Got me?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, it's a long racetrack. It's taking a while for you to get around, so I figured I'd pull you in. Absolutely dominant race for you tonight. You had some pressure from the 32 early on, but he got a speeding penalty, and that had to ease it up for you.
It gave me some breathing room where I could kind of back it down and try to make sure I hit my marks. And not an easy win because this is certainly a difficult racetrack, but definitely able to kind of run my own race and hit my marks.
Yeah, it looked like you were hitting your marks all night. You only had 4 incidents throughout the race, so that's definitely a feat. I hate to break it to you, you didn't have the least, though. Trenton somehow came across the line with 0. I don't know how he does it.
Trent always comes across with 0. If nobody hits him, he gets 0. That's how it works. Trent is very good at not fucking up.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Majorly, at least.
Man, well, first one ever here in the Gen 4 series. You got anybody you want to shout out for?
I'd like to shout out Blake for not showing up. Can't wreck me if you're not here, I guess. So,
shots fired.
Yeah, and then UPS, Napa Auto Parts, Arc Music, CTC Racing, Madigan Motorsports, Low Drag Esports as always. You, Lucas, I almost said Swiss. You're not Swiss. That I wouldn't mean to call you who you're not. You, Lucas, for putting on the broadcast, and Quinn and 712Breaks or whatnot for sponsoring our Thursday night Gen 4 League.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you talking to us. Congrats on that win. Go celebrate with the team.
I would if they were here, but it's kind of just Quinn.
Okay. Oh, man. All right. Let's see if we can get a word with our 2nd place finisher. There we go. Hey, Toll, it's Lucas. Got me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, well, taking home a 2nd place tonight on the podium, and you did it with only 2 incident points, so really clean race for you. Walk us through it.
That is definitely the cleanest I've ever had it. Bathurst, certainly, as far as having an actual race where nothing really went wrong. I had a couple of close calls. I think I hit the wall up at the top of the mountain, then also had a little bit of a spin coming through the chase. But aside from that, pretty smooth sailing. Everybody seemed to be racing really respectfully of everyone else. I had absolutely nothing for Hayden Lowell. He was just on another dimension. And if Wolfenbarger didn't have that penalty, then he and I probably would have had a pretty good race against each other there. So unfortunate for him on that. But certainly congratulations to Hayden on his victory there. But we had a really good race going. And I was just praying that there was not going to be any caution because I didn't know if I could hold Wolfenbarger off if we did have one.
Yeah, I was very worried we were going to get that yellow for obviously for you guys' sake up there in the front. And well, it's a good thing we did it for you and able to drive that car home with, it seemed like, no trouble. And like you said, Hayden, I don't know how he does it, but it certainly wasn't without trouble. He had a few moments.
Yeah, definitely. Do want to give a big shout out to my guys over at Ancient World Gaming and our partners Sword Dog, Abruzzi, Next Level Racing, and Glitch Energy. Fantastic partners. They've been helping us out lately, so definitely want to make sure I get a good shout out for them. And also congratulations to Aero Racing Design, Patrick O'Keefe on his victory yesterday in the CTC Cup Series.
Boy, man, that was a good race last night, and it's a good race tonight, too. Congrats on that second. Thanks for talking to us. We'll see you next week.
Thank you. See ya.
Toll Owen, get the sponsors out of the way. I love it. All right. Casey Graves. See if we can talk to him. There he is, down there, waiting for the interview. Casey, what's going on, man?
Oh, I'm glad that's over with.
Yeah, you certainly looked like you had your hands full tonight. 9 incident points. Not the worst we had, but not great. Walk us through your night.
Well, I qualified good, and I was fat. Like, I felt really good in practice, and then, like, I think just sitting there, hold on, I got the stream up. I got to turn that off. Yeah, I just struggled and struggled and struggled, and I hit the wall and knocked the toe out. And had to use my quick repair, and then I spun out, and it just I'm gonna say that was an undeserved top 3, but I'm definitely gonna take it. And that was probably the hardest 20-lap race I've ever run.
I bet. I'm glad it was you guys doing it, not me. That was part of the fun for me, just basically torturing you guys. So,
I mean, it was fun like that. I heard a lot of guys saying, "Oh, I wish we could run the next gen here." I think this car might be better than the next gen here. Like the way it maneuvers around the track, like it just keeps you on your toes, and it's a fight against the car more in the track than anything.
Yeah, it looked like there was. I mean, even on the straightaways, you didn't get a break tonight. Going over those hills on the straightaways, we saw. I want to say at least 5 cars go around on a straightaway. So
yeah, you were kept honest the entire race.
Looks like a ton of fun, though, and a nice podium finish for you. Good points night. You got to be able to shout out for?
Yeah, of course, guys, True Speed and Low Drag for coming and being teammates with me tonight. You, of course, for broadcasting and putting up with us week to week. It's much appreciated. Quinn for sponsoring the series, as always. He does a good job supporting the league. He has for the last couple seasons, probably even further back than that, but probably without him, maybe this isn't a thing. And if he did actually pick this track, then thanks, Quinn, for picking the track and torturing us, or whoever did. It was a blast. The only thing I wish we had more cars. I think people gave it an honest chance to have fun.
Yeah, I think we got a decent turnout. I was expecting a little less, actually, but
yeah,
turns out we had less scared people than we thought, and decent turnout.
Yeah, and everybody seemed like they did pretty good at the start.
Yeah,
just
those darn straightaways got them.
Yeah. Who would have thought the straightaways have been more challenging than the corners?
Yeah, I certainly didn't see that coming. But well, appreciate you talking to us. Congrats on the 3rd place, and we'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
That was Casey Graves taking home 3rd. Now we'll walk through our final results. Hayden Lowell taking home the win tonight. Cole Owen taking home 2nd. Casey Graves 3rd. Garrett Wolfenbarger 4th. Trenton Sneed in 5th. Patrick O'Keefe in 6th. Garrett Warren 7th. Dakota Lee in 8th. Cliff Mullins 9th. Quinn Newton in 10th. Matthew Blackley in 11th. Todd Taylor in 12th. Davis Greenwell 13th. John Neckrich 14th. Daniel Llewellyn 15th. Matt Benke 16th. Tyler Espinal 17th. Cody Cleaver in 18th. And Andrew Beach, our final finisher, in 19th position. Thank you all for watching tonight. I hope you enjoyed the race at Bathurst. Not sure if we're going to do this again. I think it was pretty fun. But for now, thanks for watching. I'm Luis Hoisma. We'll see you next week.